Oh, YouTube fans, back again. And I figure, what the hell? Why not? Why not? A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. The Dream Warriors. Yep, the Dream Warriors. Shot in 1987, why not? Stars my mate again, Robert England, as the Big Fishers, and the owner, Freddy Krueger. And I like it. You get Mary Assatamp, from her name, Effatamp, Pisa Rollers, Nancy. In this one, Freddy don't fuck about. He chases his kids, he sorts of something, it's none of the nightmare stuff, and he's back into the nightmare world. As we know, 2 days before he did Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors, he did Elm Street 2. Bit possessed, but a lot of people weren't happy. They wanted him to become back the Nightmare Man. You know, the guy that gets in your nightmare, kills you, and all that. So what a good idea. They bring back Robert England as the character Freddy as the Nightmare Man. I like this one, and you do get the theme song, what was a rock band, I should say, called the TTs, if I pronounce the name right, who sang the theme song Dream Warriors. I do remember that Robert England as Freddy Krueger does make a test appearance in the music video, Dream Warriors. I do like the Dream Warriors, and I like the fact they're in a special asylum for kids who have problems. Definitely makes it different, and definitely makes it a different norm than most of the other Elm Street films. You know, again, it goes different, but once it goes into the original realm, you know what I mean? You get Jack Danson plays his role, and how can I put it? Yeah, they bring back the original theme tune. Is it as good as number one? No. But I don't think it's as bad. It's still a good theme tune, you know, boom, 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 that theme tune. They bring that back. So I suppose having a rock bang, singing the theme song to Dream Warriors, you get that. And it's a dud. Again, Robert England comes out with a few good liners, and some of them he actually improvised. The scene where he turns into a TV to kill one of the girls. You big baking TV, Jennifer. Cut the prime time, bitch. Well, that he improvised most of his lines. But definitely proves that Robert England is the man to be Freddy. It's not a bad one, and I mean, this is one I'm going to be honest on. I'm going to be honest. Rising Effatamp, who plays the role as Nancy, yes, she gets killed. She gets fucking killed. But, there is some bike. But, compared to Friday the 13th, Part 2, didn't piss me off. Didn't fucking piss me off. Because I see she died putting up a fight and killing Freddy. Yes, he gets stupidly killed because Nancy's dad, right? He gets killed, right? And Nancy thinks it's her dad. We all know it's Freddy disguised. So, yeah, you could say that's death by stupidity, but she does get a bit of a fight. She puts a bit of a fight on and she has a longer role. So it didn't really piss me off as much as Friday the 13th Part 2. You know, when Harry's got killed, 2 in the head. The only bits I'm also not into is the fucking Battown story, when you find out that Freddy's mum was a nun. She got gang raped, and that's how Freddy was put on Earth. Do we really fucking need that? Did you really need that fucking, why did Freddy become a maniac? Shit. The thing that always made Nightmare on Elm Street was you never knew who he was. You knew he was a kiddie killer, nearly at the middle of the original film. But the less you knew about Freddy Krueger, apart from him being a kiddie killer, the more frightening that was. Could be near your area, could be on your street. So the more they told his back down stories, and me, I just thought it was less interesting. So Freddy's mum, the nun, didn't really interest me. But the rest of the film, I didn't think it was bad. It had a few cool deaths in it, you know, the real tear what attacks that lad. The bit where he taps him and says, "So he did. I don't believe in fairy tales." And the bit where he gets a puncture, he makes an old D with them needles, and he says that scene, "Ah, what a wuss." I do know some of the deaths and some of the door was censored down a bit by the MPA. There was a lot more to that scene where her eyeballs and head blows up, but it was cut out, everything cut. But it does have a few good juice-creative deaths in Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. The Dream Warriors. So for that, I dilute it. It's a dud. Again, like I say, Robert England prizes his role. Mary Effertamp as Nancy. Yes, he gets killed, but she puts up more of a fight. I do like the idea that Fed, the bit where he was buried and, the court paper tap dancing, buried his body near a car place. That bit I thought was interesting because he never did know it. We all knew that Betty was burnt, so obviously they would have hidden the body. The Steadington bit, a bit of stop motion, yeah, it's a bit dated now, but I always like stop motion. I always feel that stop motion at the time. I do like the way Freddy gets killed in this. He gets buried and they put him to rest. You like little tucks where they get the toss on his forehead. Do get a bit of a sequel bait ending. And you get to find out that the nun was fucking Freddy's mum. It never interested me. But other than that, I don't think it's a bad one. So check it out if anyone knows what I'm on about. Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. The Dream Warriors. I know a lot of fans have seen it, but it's a good one. So in then, see you later. I'll do some more movie reviews on the way.